Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today we're going to continue with our stencils from Dollar Tree, making embellishments. And I hope I have enough time for 3 maybe today. I want to do the gloves. And I think we'll do the coffee cup. And then I think the snowman, okay? But right now, we're going to do the gloves. And again, I'm using Tim Holtz Ideology Christmas Knoll, and these are all the papers I will be using. But for the gloves, I got these gloves here. I'm using this paper for those gloves. Then I got the berries, this paper for the berries. This paper for these gloves, or it's this paper. I think it might be this paper, or those two papers might be the same. I'm getting down to scraps. Then I got snowflakes for those gloves, and then this paper for these gloves. This paper for these 2 gloves right here. And this paper for these gloves. I thought some of you wanted to see more of the paper. This paper for those gloves. And that's it. Okay? The first thing we're going to do, I want to match these up with those gloves. Match those up with that hat. And then this hat, match this hat up with these. So I think we're going to do the boy ones first. So we can get them out of the way because they're less work. They're less work. So I'm going to move that up and come down here. And I want to make sure that's nice and straight because it kind of isn't. Then I'm just going to take the lighter before I cut it in half. Go like that so we don't get fray. Get our glue and zoom you down so you can see better. Put some glue on there, glue on here. Move it over a little bit. And I'm going to stick this on there, make sure it's going the right way. All this is ribbon. That was cut in half for another project, so it's scrap. Again, we'll be using our scraps. And I'm going to move that down just a little bit, right to there, over. I want it down to the edge. Make sure you have a napkin for the glue on your hands. Then hopefully this one's still long enough for this one. And it is, even with some to cut off. And see, that's fraying. Can you see that? I don't want that fray. That's why I take the lighter and do that. Okay, easy peasy. Those ones are done already. So we're going to move them out of the way. Put you back up. Put these up here with the hat. And we're going to do these ones. These are boys too. Same thing. I might fast forward later on. I'm not sure. It all depends how long the video gets. Or I have to fast forward it so we can get more done because we still have a lot. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more stencils to do. Okay. We got more Christmas bulbs that are different than the ones we made, different shape. And we have ice skates, we have a snowman, and we have bells. Well, that one definitely gonna need cut off, but I'm gonna let these dry, I think, before I cut them off, so I don't move them, and I'm making sure they're pushed down. They look the same. All I did was stencil around the glove, and I didn't do the, let me see, show you the stencil. I didn't do the characteristics inside the glove. See, you can do the characteristics and you can do that too, but I didn't do it. I only did it on one, and I'm gonna cover that up. But all I did was stencil around. I didn't do the line in here, and then I went down, and then I drew a little bit of line in here, then went back up, okay? So I didn't have no characteristics on the glove. Like here, I don't know if you can see that. I used a silver gel pen, so I'm gonna cover that up with our new favorite tulip glitter that's see-through. I'm gonna use that, the fabric glue. They call it glue, or paint. Paint. I think it's paint and glue, but yeah. All right, so I'm gonna move these up out of the way. This is our matching set. And then we're gonna bring this in, another matching set, and get this done. I'm gonna do this first before I glitter up. So glue on there, put the fabric on there. Trim that off. Oh, dull scissors. Dull scissors. And we're just gonna have that looking like that. And this one, see, you can move them down too, to where you need them to be. Do this one. Hopefully that fabric isn't thicker in that spot, so they still match up. See. See, that's a little thicker, so I might move it down, but I gotta flip it. See the fray? That one cut off some on the bottom. I wanted to fray on the top. Make sure they're even. That's even. So all I have to do is I left the room to trim some off so they're even. Okay? That's just another lace. Okay, and I'll trim that after it dries. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. I gotta put my lid on my glue. I'm gonna take some of this, and I'm not gonna squeeze tight hard because we know it comes out real easy. And we're just, see, this is dark, so I wanna lighten it up. So I'm just gonna squeeze some and then swirl it around. I'm not squeezing and then squeeze when I run out, and swirl some more around. And I'm gonna stay away from the edges because, as I've shown you before, the marker that I used on the sides will bleed into it, and I don't want it to. And this is the last pair, beautiful beings, that I'm putting this on. I know I put it on a lot of them, but... And then when these are dry, I will be back. And believe it or not, that took me 28 minutes to do that. What I just did, everything. So I'm gonna have to edit that, okay? Okay, beautiful beings, I wanna show you the sets. They're pretty much done, except for one set, but it's one glove and hat set, and I got this glove and hat set. I'm keeping these as sets, obviously. And these are all the ones I just traced with a pencil and then erased, okay? But the one set, it still was showing that the one I used with the silver gel pen, you could still see it, so I traced around it again with a glitter dimensional fabric paint. So when that dries, I'll show it to you because you could still see it, so I just went over where the silver gel pen was because I didn't like how it looked. When I was growing up, when I was about, I think 4 or 5, when I started kindergarten or first grade, I had strings. My mom would put a string on my gloves. She'd sew a piece of yarn to the mittens and then put it in the sleeves of my coat up around the shoulders. So when you put your coat on, you had your mittens on automatically there and you didn't lose them, especially when you went to school. Okay? And that's what we're doing there. So when these are dry, I will show them to you. Okay, now we're gonna do the snowman. And on the snowman, I didn't do the arms and I didn't do the nose, okay? I just made it plain like that. And then like whatever you glue this down to, then you can put this over it and trace the arms on if you want, right? But we're gonna color the hats with glitters, and I got 3 different glitters here. We're gonna do this one in ebony, just his hat. Okay, now I'm gonna shake this off. And that's how that's gonna look. See, you can leave the lines. I don't like the lines. I like just doing my own thing. But if you want the lines, you can keep the lines. Okay, I'll clean this up and we'll go to the next color. Okay, now we're gonna do the white. And on this one, the white with the snowflakes, I'm gonna use Bling. I really like this Bling glitter. I really do. Okay, I was gonna use red on the hat, but I decided to use pesto because I thought the red would just, you know, blend in with the berries. So I'm gonna just use pesto on this. Okay, now knock it off, the extra glitter. And then when it dries, I'll go with a brush and wipe off the extra glitter right in there. That's what that's gonna look like. Okay, on these ones, I'm gonna use the chalk writer from Dollar Tree to do all of the whip topping, okay? Okay, I wanted to show you, I got brown. This is a darker brown. This is a lighter brown, it's almost out. And then this one, not that. This is from furniture, but I like the darkness, so I'm gonna just try to put just a dab here and there. But this is from furniture, you know, if you chip your furniture marker. Okay, so let's start with the light brown. See how that looks, and I'm gonna fast forward this, okay? Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the handle. Okay, I'm gonna go with paint on these, okay? These are the paints I'll be using on each one. And these ones I did with pencil, and then I erased the pencil line because I wanted different looks, okay? But we're gonna start with the metallic rose gold on this one. And I got a brush that I let dry just for that purpose. So hopefully that one works. If that one don't work, I got this, and I got a toothpick because I want it real fine. And I also took our chalk writer and I put a little chalk inside just to make it look like there was a hole, because I didn't want to get the knife out and cut a hole because I didn't want to screw them up. Okay. What do you think, beautiful beings? I think it looks cute. And I'm going to use antique copper for this one. There, now it's done, okay? Bring this one in, and we're using bronze metal on this one. And there's that one. I'm going to be adding Inca Gold in this one. As you can see, it's got the lines, so I'm going to try something new on this one and just do where the lines are and see how that looks. But I wish, again, I wish this had a point, but it don't. I'm going to try to get in here a little bit just to put some white so it looks like it's got a hole in it. This one looks a little sloppier, but it works. I think I need to make the handle thicker. Then when that dries, I'll try to fill that in with more chalk for the hole. But that's what that one looks like, okay? All right, this one we're using pearl white. And that's what that one looks like. And I didn't connect the saucer to the cup, just to give you different looks to see what you like and what you don't like. Okay. Okay, this one, it definitely needs chalk in there. I'm gonna go around it. Oh, see, I just wish this had a point. I really do. It's hard to get in there. All right, good enough. We're gonna use Tulip Glitter Dimensional Fabric Paint on this one. And we'll see how that looks when that's dry. And then we have one more. This one, I wanna put glitter on and see what it looks like, okay? But I'm using the art glitter to glue down the glitter just because of the fine tip. Okay, beautiful beings, we're gonna do our snowman. I sealed the glitter with Mod Podge, and we're gonna do the eyes. And all we're using is gem ribbon, okay? Different colors for the eyes. Good enough. And then I got some fabric here. I'm using white. All right, all I'm gonna do is, let's put the glue down. I think I'm just gonna put a dab of glue there because it's see-through. Just a little bit. hold the scarf down. Around his neck. So we want the scarf. There. And then we're going to trim some off. Maybe I should trim more off. It's too long. And I'm gonna need more glue. Bear with me, beautiful beings. All right, let's measure this one. So we know to put the piece underneath first. Let's have this one up here. Just measure it. I'm gonna cut it right here. And we're gonna put this piece like right there. Another piece of fabric. Gonna need more glue. Just extra for this. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. And then this one across. But I have to fray this piece. Just a little bit. There we go. Put that across. There. And then we're going to do the same thing on that one. I'm going to have to cut some more off because it's a little thick. There we go. And we're going to cut the piece going down off. So about there. And put some extra glue. Maybe his in the middle. Put this one in the middle. But we're gonna just try to fray it just a tiny bit. There we go. Stick that there on that piece, and that should go through, so I shouldn't have to add anymore. Ooh, that big gob don't show up that much. The big gob of glue. Cut this off. And I did want to show you, I did trace on the back, and then I decided I didn't want the detail, so I just used the other side. So you can do that. You can just trace around the edges, and then flip it over after you cut it out. And I did the same thing with these mittens. I decided I didn't want, that one don't have detail. Where's the one that has detail? Like here, I did the detail and decided I didn't want it. So I just used the opposite side, okay? That's all I did. Or you can use a pencil and erase it. Right, now we're gonna do their hats. This one is green. I'm using garland for their hats, but this one's green and it's too much green, so I got a little birdie bird here, thinking it's gonna sit on the hat. I wanted it up here, but I'm afraid it's gonna break off until I glue it down because I don't know where I'm gonna use it yet. So I was thinking maybe on the rim of the hat, either there, over here. I'm thinking over there. And I know it's a big bird, but that's the smallest bird I have. It's the smallest one I got. So he's going on the hat. I think I'll put him right here. I want him like sitting on the rim. Maybe the hat sort of, there we go. Kind of like something like that. Okay, then we got garland, and this one has two different colors, so I'm gonna snip a piece off of that color, and then I'm gonna snip a piece off of this color. Okay, and I'm gonna put them all together, going the same way. And it's gonna make a mess, but I'm gonna make them smaller, okay? Even smaller, because it's a small hat. There we go. Then I'm gonna put these all going the same way. I'm trying to do it over there, but I want you to be able to see here, there, because they're falling. But I'll show you this. These are the last ones, beautiful beings. Then we're done. Okay, so we're gonna glue one there to cover that, because one of the black glitters got there, so we'll just put the glue here. And then over here, where the glitter didn't take. And then I'm gonna glue that down. I kind of want to open, but I don't know if it'll stay opened. Probably not. It'll be all right. Put some there. Put some there. Then I got these off artificial things. And I want to cut some of these off. Hopefully I can get the end to glue in there. These ones are white, so I'm just going to cut them off. Now I'm going to try to cut these off without showing the white. Let's see if that even worked. Kinda, but I don't like that white showing. What's on this side? More white showing. So maybe I can trim that off somehow without hurting the other ones. There, that's better. So I'm going to add some more glue on top of that. Hopefully. And we're going to put them in there. That's gonna need held down with something. Might even be too long. And it's gonna go in that hat. Like that. And our snowmen are done. Okay? Now I can let them dry and then I'll come back and show you everything. Okay, beautiful beings. Look, I got a new bat. And I got a black one. They didn't have a good selection, but while everything was drying, I ran out and got a new mat. And I picked the black one because I think the colors pop really well on it. So there's that. Oh, our mittens and our matching hats. And here's our snowmen. Snow ladies. It can be both. And then our cups. And I was thinking, you know, next time I do these, we can make it so they don't have a saucer too. We could just make a cup without the saucer. That's how those turned out. And then down here, we got our mittens with a string, twine, yarn. You can use string too if you don't have twine or yarn. But I think everything turned out really, really cute. Okay, and there you have it. And we only have one more video for our stencils. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.